Hi, I'm Rich Frawley, and I'm the Director of Training with ADF Solutions. ADF tools have the ability to scan all Mac computers with all types of encryption in virtual drives by running a remote agent that communicates with the desktop application. There are several ways to connect the target Mac computer and the ADF workstation. We recommend using direct Ethernet connection, as it will provide the fastest and most reliable connection. Also available is Ethernet cable to router or wireless connection, all detailed in our user guide. To run a remote agent on a Mac, the remote agent is deployed on the collection key and can be executed on a Mac that is already running, a live Mac, or a Mac that is in recovery mode. We recommend using the recovery mode that grants access to more files and is more stable. And note that the recovery mode was only introduced in 2012, and older Macs do not offer it. Here's an overview of the process. Prepare a collection key so it contains the remote agent. Note that it doesn't matter which search profile is selected on the collection key, as it will be selected later in the ADF desktop application. For the direct Ethernet connect, we're going to use a regular Ethernet cable and connect it between the ADF workstation and the target computer. If no Ethernet port is present on the computer, use a USB-C to Ethernet adapter. This will create a local network between the two computers, and each will receive a network address. It may take several minutes for the IP address to be assigned, especially if the computer already has an IP address. On a live target Mac computer already running, we will start the remote agent. We need to grant full access privileges to the terminal application. To do this, go to System Preferences, Security and Privacy, Privacy tab, Full Disk Access. We're going to click on the lock to make changes to be able to edit the settings. Credentials may be required. We want to select the checkbox next to the terminal option. If terminal is not listed, click on the plus button and select Applications, Utilities, and Terminal. We want to insert the USB collection key into the Mac. We're going to access the collection key, and we want to double click on macOS _start and enter credentials if required. The agent should start and display the IP information required for the ADF desktop application. Now that the remote agent is running, the rest of the process takes place on the workstation running the ADF desktop application. Back at the Windows ADF desktop application, we want to navigate to the scan screen and then click on Add Remote Agent button. We're going to enter the IP address of the target computer that was provided by the remote agent earlier. Note that the IP address should look similar to the one displayed by the ADF desktop application. We want to click on the Connect button. Then the remote agent should now be listed as a target device. We're going to select a profile that we want to use to scan that live Mac. Give it a scan name, and then select Scan. The live Mac with the M1 chip is now being scanned and triaged over a direct Ethernet connection. That's all for this video. Thank you for your time.